Return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Gusset Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone.
As of 1 p.m. today,
The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I'm Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
H2, target destroyed.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! What the hell do you mean the nearest airbase? Fighters. It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun. Radar vehicle's been destroyed! We're going for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us. Sterling, being attacked by enemy aircraft! Target lock. Firing! The radar requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down.
Missile.
Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. We pushed the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory. Missile fired. Evading.
All aircraft. Residential area is below you.
H2, missile away. Targeting range of guns.
Enemy dodged. Continuing attack. Ally shot down. Right now, missile. Scout 4, behind the enemy.
Fox 2.
Missile inbound. Breaking.
Missile.
H2 bandit on your 6. Firing the air gun. Now. Fox 2.
Being locked onto.
Bandit in my sight.
Missile.
Missile in the air. Evade now.
Missile.
Enemy's got a lock. Breaking.
Missile.
just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too. This one's mine. Locked. Trigger, there's one more to go. Freak! The base is wrecked. Missed up.
Fox 2!
Missile launched. Missile connected.
Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit. Behind you! Enemy on your tail! Breaking away! Missile closing on me! APCs have nowhere to hide!
Missile did not connect.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Regame over clear ground. Skull 3, hit the bailout now!
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
On target 6.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Shred the radar network.
Behind you.
To the clouds.
Missile fired! Evading! Skull 6, Fox 2. Missed.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Enemy on your rear! No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback from those before versions. Like your manuals in a language we can understand. Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Mage 2, missile away.
Missed. God damn it, my brother was in that radar unit.
Watch out. Enemy has a lock on you.
Eject! Column 3, Fox 2.
Enemy behind you.
Mage 2, kill confirmed. Good work, Trigger. The enemy's a lovely pile of scrap. There's an enemy on your tail.
Locked.
Escaping lock. Breaking away. Why don't they withdraw? What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead? Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
5 targets remaining. No missiles remaining.
Column 3, Fox 2. Huh? Keep your mind focused.
4 targets remaining.
All transports have been destroyed. They should have been carried.
All right, this base is worth destroying. 3 targets remaining.
Viking, can't get away from this lock. Operations targeted. Whenever you're ready. Head clear 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away. What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones. Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out. It doesn't matter? He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
H2, Fox 3.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Golem 1, Fox 2. He escaped into the clouds! I've maneuvered behind the enemy. Am I stuck?
H2, missile away.
Ammunition 0.
Feels like I'm riding a roller coaster up here, Nick.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt. Fox 2!
You're low on special weaponry.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Don't try Just 2 more. Minutes.
H2, Fox 3.
Where'd he go?
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
I'm on this one's tail.
Missile launched. Missile did not connect.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger.
Don't ice up in there.
So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
Missiles depleted.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel II was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel II is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger, maintain your current approach. 50 meters. Excellent work, Trigger.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger, time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Missile.
Enemy reinforcements. Fight these odds. Locked on hostile.
Missile.
Black 2. Roger 6. Enemy firing. I've got him in my sights. We're surrounded.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Enemy behind you!
Missile. Missile.
Cargo. Fire now.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Cargo squadron, chase him down. Evade! Enemy has a lock!
Missile.
Missile closing, you better make it.
Golem 2 just knocked one down.
This right here is what we call a learning experience.
Roger that.
Cooper reinforcements, we're taking too much damage. Evade this missile.
Missile evaded.
Missile! I can't stand it! Break! Friendly lost.
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Throw on reinforcements! They got me!
3 remaining.
Attack this! That's flanking Delta. Delta 2, move in.
Mage 2, missile away.
Eject! We've got this. We can't recover. We need reinforcements now! Golem 4, Fox 2. We're practically blind in here. Evading missile. Is the enemy command insane? Why aren't they pulling out? We have them on the run. Don't let up. Damn, he got away. Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight. Target acquired.
close range. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
I have to break!
Mage 2, missile away.
Mark 2! Yeah, I'm on his ass.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Ladies closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Scout 1. What do we do about that monster?
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Break, now!
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the Arsenal bird.
What's this, that thing? God help us. It's hard enough just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
These bandits are fast as hell.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird. What's coming out here?
This one's mine.
Locked.
Right overhead.
That's it.
Skeleton 1, that's 6. Come over. Got me!
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Enemy on my 6. We're breaking out some exhaust before the enemy wears down.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit! Status report.
H2 is out of commission. UAV's closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Scout 1. What do we do about that
Dodging
monster?
everything they're throwing
Just
at us.
waiting for mission command.
Break, now!
Bad feeling about this.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. And there's too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the Arsenal bird.
What's in that thing? God help us. It's hard enough just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
These bandits are fast as hell.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird. What's going on here? Missile incoming!
Page 2, locking.
I gotta stay with my sight. I can't get a lock.
Missile in.
Skeleton 1, come over. You got me!
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Enemy dead overhead.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Enemy is flagged.
2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile!
Enemy's too fast. I can't keep up.
We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3 is lost.
Just keep coming. What's the plan?
Missile. Missile.
Where's that report?
Missile.
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell?
Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
We made it! Control route. I'm breaking off!
Skeleton 2 lost.
Shit, we got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they knew this earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Gollum and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Gollum 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copied that. Returning home.
Damn it, I can't break away!
Fox 2.
Missile headed for Golem 4, engage! Yowza! I'm in his blind spot, he's mine.
Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Gollum Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
Now, firing. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Mage 2, locked.
I'm still shocked up. Bring them on.
Touched. That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1. Leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Gollum 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. Distance 30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
Fast. It's like he...
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Gollum 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an Su-30. Twin tips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run. That's it, baby. Come to Puppy. Lock acquired.
Gollum and Mage Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of friends.
Let Gollum and Mage Squadron handle it. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out.
Damn it, I can't break away!
I'm glued to this one. The engine evaded the attack.
Does Mage Squadron still have their hotshot? Then we just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Gollum and Mage, we owe you a debt. And we'll pay it.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Locked. Targeting gun range.
Mage Squadron, get those things off my ass!
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
A few seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Mage 2, UAV down.
This one's mine.
It's got a lock on me.
Mage 2, move to support. Other aircraft are in trouble.
Mage 2 is taking on multiple UAVs. He's got them at bay. We owe him one.
Takes the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired.
Mage 2, walking.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
Not good. Brody, break off. Bandit is in my sights. Got one in my sights.
Missile launched.
How can I retreat with a UAV on my tail?
Distract the bandit. Buy your friend some time.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
We're great aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
An ally's hit. Gollum and Mage, move in to provide support.
Let's move. They're ours. Going for the loner.
Missile evaded. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
I've maneuvered behind the enemy.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Gollum 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
I can't pull out of this furball.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds. All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Gollum Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway's clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to runway. Mage 2, lower speed. Mage 2, bank right. 1,500 to runway. Mage 2, lower nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Nicely done, Mage 2.
I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Mage Squadron.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusea, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osea's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Clouds. Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
Situation normal. Nothing sighted.
Situation normal. No change. RTV, going home.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
attack? No change.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Mage 2, the enemy detected your movement. Abort mission.
Enemy fighter presence confirmed. Requesting response.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
Caution. Pull up. Icing. Caution. Pull up. Icing.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds. Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
Are we under attack? No change.
2 directions you can take up here. Just go with your guide. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
Situation normal. Nothing sighted.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds. You're making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes.
Do we have bandits? Tell me
He
the
ended the
situation.
war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
We're on high alert. Send up interceptors on the double. We're watching. It's probably just a bug. Situation normal. Nothing here.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Missile inbound! Missile inbound! Mage 2, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Locked.
Missile.
Trigger,
Missile.
sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here.
Missile.
Column Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Mage 2, target down. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
Missile. Missile.
Half of the anti-air guns down.
Missile. Missile.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Mage 2, missile launch. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them. Half of the SAM sites are down.
Mage 1 launching missile. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. Mage 2, Magnum.
Target confirmed destroyed. Nice.
You're low on special weaponry. Missile launched. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, we're clear to land.
Roger. Run in point sight. Almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Sea Goblin, air vehicle up to meet our 2 PIVs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
This is Sea Goblin. Heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container! Golem 2, hang in there.
Missile.
Missile inbound! Missile inbound! Target destruction confirmed. Locked.
Missile.
Target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
There's too many. We can't take all of them.
Missile. Missile.
Ambush!
Missile.
Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
Missile. Missile.
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position!
Missile.
We're cut off!
Missile.
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back! Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harling, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Missile.
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They got the chopper and Sierra 2! That was thermobaric! Shit! Rocket!
Damn.
Yeah, things
We're
do destroy the target.
fighting against machines.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harley. Rescue unit down. Go on the missile you who had this radio.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out. Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up. UAV down.
We found an Erusian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harley. Right on you.
It'll do. That's about half. Pop up the rest. Target eliminated.
Good night.
All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Best you can come up with.
Done.
Page 2. Vehicle destroyed. Being locked onto. UAV confirmed down. UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down. UAVs flying toward the space elevator. Mage, Gollum, get them. 3 remaining. UAV confirmed down.
Ammunition 0.
Mage 2, missile away. 1 remaining.
Great work. Keep killing them, Mage 2. This is Gollum 3. Bandit on my 6. They can't get away.
Missile. Missile.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harley,
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining. Locked.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Gollum 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Gollum 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Roger. Sending UAVs as a transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on the way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed. Missile headed by friendly.
Cargo 1, where's the signal? Cargo Squadron, stand by for my order. Almost out the lighthouse. Dying in the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal? Cargo, change radio frequency.
Enemy UAV down.
Mother Bravo Squadron, report.
HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAVs. The elevator swing rate doesn't scratch. Nothing more.
Zero.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Locked. It's chow time. Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. The cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send out this way. I'm sorry. Can Mr. Harley, please?
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
One of them breathing down my neck.
Missile away. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
Why are they still in the air? We're headed straight for the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond.
Trying to fly through. Suicide.
Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport.
Make two.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Is it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.